I'm sure a lot of you have noticed that I haven't posted in a while. I wanted to explain why. I am going to try and get up as many videos as I can to try and catch up to the ones I've missed, but I wanted to let you guys know what's going on. I did start off this channel to share off my life, my experiences and everything like that, and I'm going to tell you guys everything. So basically it started 2 weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago now, I had a miscarriage. I thought I was getting false positive tests. I had a couple of them. I didn't think they were real because unfortunately I got the blue dye tests, but turns out that it was real. So I got to do all the ultrasounds and blood tests and everything like that to make sure everything's okay with me. And it was just heartbreaking to hear that after years of trying, I finally fall pregnant, but I lost my baby. The doctors reckon I was about 5 to 6 weeks, somewhere in that zone. They think it's related to stress, why I lost my baby. This comes to the second reason I haven't been posting. My house. Now this one is complicated. So about a month ago, they said, they still haven't even given me a proper date. About a month ago, the people who own my house transferred real estates. So they went to a new real estate. I didn't get the proper notification for this. And when you don't get the proper notifications, you just carry on doing what you normally do. And in that case, we were paying rent. Then finally, I think it was last Monday, I gotta check my dates, but a strange woman came to my house, didn't know her, didn't recognize her, and she's like, I'm here for a house inspection. I just got back from the doctors with Cameron because he was really, really sick as well. So I'm just like, look, I didn't get a letter or an email about the house inspection. I'm sorry, we're going to have to rebook it. Plus, Cameron's really sick. He can't, handle someone in the house. And without proper notification, I'm just like, I'm sorry, you didn't send me a notification or anything like that saying, hey, you got a house inspection. So I turned her away, plus she was a stranger. And then I get a message going, if you don't pay all your rent by tomorrow, you're getting a termination letter. I was very confused about this part. I'm like, but we're paid up. We're paid to when we're meant to be paid. And they're like, no, you're a month behind. And I'm like, no, we ain't a month behind. We're right on track. What are you talking about? And then I find out there's a whole new real estate that we're now paying to and is managing this house. And I'm just like, I didn't know there was a transfer. They're like, we sent you an email. I checked my emails. Nothing. Not an email. So after I got off the phone with her, after I told her I have been paying rent and everything's paid up, you can't give me a termination notice when we've been paying rent. You can't say, hey, you're a month behind when we're paid up. Anyways, so she's trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. And then she goes on the phone, you need to talk to this Tony guy. And I go, okay, can you please send me the details of Tony? Either an email, a phone number, something. She goes, yes, when we get off the phone, I will give you that information. You know, so I can get my money that we've been paying for rent for a month. Now we pay $400 rent here for 4 weeks. Has gone missing to a different real estate. They didn't even go, hey, just letting you guys know you're paying rent to the wrong people. You're now transferred to these people. I didn't get that. They kept taking our money. They're just like, free cash. No. So, I've been emailing the old real estate backwards and forwards, and I was telling the new real estate, hey, like, what's going on? Oh, sorry, this was 3 weeks ago. Yeah, 3 weeks ago this happened, this whole phone call. And then I'm just like, alright, I'll wait for some notification about who this Tony guy is, somewhere to get in contact so we can get our money back, so we can pay it to the right people, you know, because it's coming on to Christmas and that's a lot of money to then fork out once again before Christmas. And so the following week we get a termination letter. And I'm just like, hey, you guys haven't sent me any information to get my money back. And then I managed to find it after a couple of hours on the net. I finally found this Tony guy and to information. He sends me useless receipts telling me I was in arrears. And I'm just like, no, I'm paid up, thank you. All we want from you is the money that you took from us. And they're like, sorry, we don't understand what you're saying. I'm saying you bloody well stole my money. Like, just give me the money. Sorry. Give me the money so I can pay the people who own this house the money they deserve. And so we're meant to be out by this Thursday, which is great fun, because all this confusion, like, the real estate had just told me today that they got half a ledger from the old real estate. They're now saying we've gone from a month behind, realize that we've been paying rent that month, but we're a week behind now. Didn't bother telling me that they're finally sorting stuff out, so, like, you know, I'm not panicking about 4 weeks. And they're just like, oh, don't stress. I'm like, don't stress. First you were telling me I was a month behind in rent. $1,600. Right? You're telling me we gotta pay that because we apparently haven't been paying it. When we have, you're about to kick us on the street. And I'm like, and due to the stress of this situation, because they're calling us liars, I'm like, look, we can prove that we've been paying our rent, and when we've been paying our rent. We've been doing everything online. Right? So we got proof. We're up to date. Right? And today she's like, you're a week behind. We're paid up to the 17th. And I'm just like, okay, so you're telling us now we're a week behind. But when it comes to our payday, we're going to be 2 weeks behind, which falls under the 14 days, which means they can still terminate us. And I'm just like, you're telling me you want us to stay here? And she goes, okay, we got payment from the ledger of pay with all our payments and blah blah blah. They got up till the 1st of July. And she's like, and we can see then you were ahead like you were meant to be, but you're now behind. So I've gone online. She's like, send me the dates that you've been paying rent and how much you've been paying rent and everything like that, so she can compare it. So I've gone online and I've noticed from this there is 8 payments to be made by the 1st to now. And because we do it fortnightly, right? So I've checked, technically from then to from the 1st till now, 7 payments had to be made. 7. We've done the 8 payments. So technically we're a week ahead. We're not the 2 weeks ahead, but we're still a week ahead. We're paid off until next month. We're paid off until the 1st. And she's telling me we're a week behind. So I don't know what's going to happen. I've sent her information. They just want us out, and frankly, after everything that's happened in this house, if we can manage to sort out this issue, this problem we're having now, and get the termination letter thrown away, in the next few weeks, I want to move. I want to move. I don't want to stay in this house. When she did the house inspection, because they organised it for a week later, obviously I couldn't do it a week later because I was in the middle of a miscarriage. I couldn't do it. So when we finally had the house inspection, the lady who was doing it, she seemed nice. But in saying so, she did take a lot of photos of my personal stuff. Like, she took photos of everything in my house. It wasn't just the walls or floors or benches or anything like that. She made it a point to take photos of my stuff. Which, they're not allowed to take photos of your stuff. They're allowed to take photos of your walls, the floors, the roof, your bathtub, your shower, your benches and stuff like that. The house itself. But they're not meant to take photos of your property. And not only that, when she went into our back room, right, our spare bedroom, yeah, anyway, she stood in the room and she goes, can I open up your wardrobe to take photos? And I said no. And she goes, why? I'm like, because my personal stuff is in there. Now, if you don't really know about renting and stuff like that, they're not allowed to open any of your cupboards or wardrobes to take photos because your personal belongings are in there. And they don't need to take photos of that. They're allowed to take photos of everything, like your walls and stuff like that, but they can't go into a space that you have belongings packed away in. For all she knows, I could have had personal items in there. I could have had undies or whatever it was. I could have had my personal belongings in there. And they're not allowed to ask. That's crossing a line to ask to open up my wardrobe to take photos. And not only that, we went to the back and we got a porta cot back there at the moment into the sunroom that we got. And in the porta cot because we started packing up all our clothes and they're in garbage bags. Now you can tell that in those bags there are clothes. It's very clear to see that there are clothes in there. She stood next to the cot with all the clothes in it. She asked me what was in those bags. Now, you didn't smell rubbish because there was no rubbish in them. You could clearly see they were clothes. She's not allowed to ask what's in my bags. That is my personal property. It was not rubbish. You could tell it's not rubbish. She's not allowed to ask. So she then once again tried to breach my personal space. She tried to find out what she's not allowed to ask. And they're trying to get away with so much stuff, and it's ridiculous. They're trying to get more money out of us than they don't, like, what's the word? They're trying to get more money from us that they think they earned, but they didn't. We are paying what we are meant to pay. And it's just so frustrating, and it's so stressful, and that's why I haven't had time to upload for you guys, because between the real estate and the miscarriage, it's all been so stressful. And on top of that, I am sick, as you can probably hear. And I'm just so stressed. We're meant to be out of this house by Thursday, and it's our off week, so we don't get paid this week, sorry. And I even told the chick, I'm like, look, we got X amount of money in our account, which wasn't much, and we've paid up to when we're meant to pay. We're up to date with our rent, and no matter how many times we told them, I'm like, look, we can prove it. They're like, no, you're just young, naive, and you ain't paying rent. And I'm just like, no. You've even told me you've had trouble with this Tony guy because of whatever situation, right? If he's taking another real estate and screwing them over, how do they think when they're trying to get someone who's renting a house who is in their early 20s trying to get their money back? He is just trying to walk all over us, sending us useless emails saying, I don't understand what you're saying. And all we keep writing is, you owe us 4 weeks of rent. You owe us 4 weeks of rent. Give it to us so we can pay rent. And now then, it's just so frustrating. I am so sorry. But I wanted to update you guys on what has been going on, because I know I haven't been on YouTube uploading videos and everything like that, which is so frustrating, because all I've wanted to do was make videos. Halloween's coming up. I wanted to show you some of the Halloween makeup I do with some of my cuts and all the gooey stuff and everything like that, and I wanted to put those videos out, but with everything going on with money, real estate, miscarriages, I'm trying to get there for you guys, because I've promised you guys 2 videos a week, and the last week and a half I haven't provided that for you, and I'm sitting there every day, I'm like, I need to punch out all these videos because you guys deserve them. I want to do them. It makes me happy. I stress less when I can film a video and post it for you guys. I'm just like, I got my video up. I am so happy. I like this video. I like how I've edited it. I had fun and everything like that, and I've just had no time to. But I'm making a stand, and I am doing something to relax me. So after I make this video, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to edit, and I'm going to relax just for a bit, because I deserve it. I've been in pain, and I know this video is like one big complaint, and I am so sorry, but I wanted to let you guys know what's going on, because I said I would share my life with you, and this is my life. It's not all sunshines and flowers and everything like that. It is extremely real, and we're getting extremely screwed over at the moment. Nothing's going our way, and I'm hoping after this week it goes our way. And that means next month I could give you guys a new house tour of our new house, hopefully. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm still sick. I've still got the cough and everything. But that's what's been going on for the last few weeks. This last couple of months has put me through the ringer and back, and I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. That's the main thing. So I'm going to leave it here. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, leave a comment down below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And I hope to see you guys Friday. Fingers crossed. I hope so. If not, hopefully by the weekend. If you want to follow me on social media, I have all those links down below. I have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day, week, month. Just hope you guys are fantastic, because yous are all beautiful. And I'll see you guys next time.